Hey all, this is a day in the life of a full-time artist slash mom slash small business owner. My day usually starts out with a cup of coffee and getting up my kids. My 2-year-old has been getting up super early, so we hang out and cuddle for like an hour. She loves getting her hair brushed. And then of course I get ready. Not every day do I put on makeup, but Mondays are usually a pretty busy filming day. I do a live and I usually get some video content done. So I put on some makeup and do my hair. And then I usually sneak out to my studio before breakfast just to get the AC on and sweep and clean up and do all that good stuff. And of course I have my studio assistant with me helping me out. I love having her in the studio with me. Obviously she's not in here too often, but if I don't have anything wet or like off gassing, it's great to have her. And here I'm just picking up and cleaning. Obviously I do this to start my day, but I also do this whenever I'm about to go on a trip. And here's Knox's painting from the night before. It started out a palm tree and turned into fireworks. Gotta love the creative process. And we're heading inside to have breakfast. So I'm starting by making myself a hibiscus tea. I like to have something big and cold because it is crazy hot here in Texas. And then we have some hash browns. I thought I still had some leftover tzatziki. That's why I made these. But apparently we ran out. Anyways, here to start my work day, I am just getting back to Instagram DMs and messages, getting back to some TikToks. And then I'm making some stories with some information that I got from a comment section. I asked you guys about solvent-free mediums and I got some great info that I'm just trying to share. And then I did a photo shoot for some of my prints. I only got like one weird clip of video though for some reason. But I'm making some prints later in the day. And here I'm getting back to, I think, probably more DMs and making an Instagram post and feeding my kids before I put her down for a nap. Knox took my iPad. And then I'm signing some originals here to ship out before I leave for my trip to California and getting myself some coffee. So here I'm just making myself some fresh rice for lunch. I think we're eating some leftovers and fresh rice always helps kind of zhuzh things up. I'm editing one of those print photos I took earlier and getting that ready to make prints. And here I'm back in my studio and Knox has a conundrum for me. He ripped his little paper guy that he made, so we're taping him back together. I'm kind of the fix-it parent, so problem solved. And here's lunch. It's like chickpea stew with some jalapenos over some rice. It was delicious. And I got to chat with Knox. I think we talked about pollen or something. But here's that print. It turned out amazing. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to ship a couple of these out. And then I'm starting a painting. And then I'm doing a Facebook Live for my Not Sorry Art School Facebook group. And now I'm packing. So again, I have the trip to California. I have a show this weekend and I am going for a week. So when I go for that long, I usually like to bring some paints with me so I can do some smaller studies and plein air. California is beautiful. So getting to go out there and paint is really exciting. So I'm getting all of that ready to go and packaged up so it doesn't leak in my suitcase, which is actually involves quite a bit of planning. And now I'm varnishing a couple of my paintings that have been drying just before I leave for my trip. You can see me recording, making content, always thinking about content, of course. But yeah, I like those to dry while I'm not there. It's great. They off-gas a little bit, so not being there while that happens is, a win-win. Also, I just really enjoy this process. It's so satisfying to see that like shiny, glossy surface come back. And of course, I'm packing. I mentioned that earlier. My house is chaotic. I promise I will clean up before I go. Speaking of cleaning up, I would be remiss if I didn't include a couple shots of this. Honestly, I didn't film a lot of it. A lot of my day is just kids and cleaning. But yeah, looks something like this, real glamorous. Anyways, and now I'm signing some prints. Always very lucky to get print orders. I'm always really excited to sign them, make sure they look amazing, and then get those shipped off to their new homes, which is such a fun process. Here, I'm consoling Knox. He watched Iron Giant, and it was quite an ordeal. The ending is really sad. And now, believe it or not, we are already down to dinner time. I'm giving Olita some juice. I'm eating, I think chili with tortillas. Going on my afternoon walk and just enjoying it. This is like kind of one of the only times a day I get to be zen. Sometimes I listen to an audiobook. Sometimes I just listen to nothing and enjoy the silence. But it's really hot in Texas. This is kind of the only time of day you can be outside. And yeah, I soak up every second of it. I have a really nice park where I live and get to enjoy that. And now I'm watering plants. Here's my little watermelon. And y'all, my garden is pretty pitiful this year. So I'm just showing you the like 2 plants that are actually doing well. And then we tuck the kids in and say goodnight to them and read them books and all that good stuff. And then we get ready for bed. So I didn't film all of the end of my night. Lincoln and I usually hang out, watch a movie, talk, read books, something like that. And then I did finish packing because we're leaving really early in the morning to go to California. But yeah, that's pretty much my entire day. Thanks for watching.